Do you understand what he's telling you, sister? What is he saying to you?
He said when he say the curses, tell him which people do the curses fit.
Which people do the curses fit. Now watch this. Start at verse 46. Deuteronomy 28:46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So the curses of God should be upon the Israelites for a sign. What does a sign, what is the sign used for? Do you know? It's used to identify something, right? So it said the curses shall be on the Israelites for a sign. Read.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So it said that the curses shall be on the Israelites forever. So that means in 2023, the curses should still be on our people, correct? And we should be able to go to the curses to identify if we're the children of Israel, right? Okay, verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So one of the curses, sis, is that our sons and daughters would be given to another people. Look at this sign right here. Didn't this happen to our people? But who was Moses speaking to? The children of Israel. Right? So the Bible is telling us that the children of Israel would have these curses, right? But these curses fit our people. So what is that telling us? That our people are who? The Israelites, sister. That's who we are. We're the chosen seed of God. Read.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand.
Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
So because we didn't want to serve the Lord, what did God say?
Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies.
God said now you got to serve your enemy. Who do we serve today, sister?
The government.
Who?
The government.
The government? Who the government consists of? What people? They look like me and you?
No, a bunch of white people.
A bunch of white people. Read it again.
Therefore shall they serve thy enemies.
So God is saying, therefore, because you didn't want to serve me, which is God, therefore, now you got to serve your enemy, which is the white man. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger for your food, you have to serve who? The white man. You have to serve your enemy. Read.
And in thirst
for water, you have to serve your enemy. Think about it. Do you remember what happened in Flint, Michigan? Where they polluted the water? Yep. But the people are still having to drink the water. The people are still having to do what? Pay a water bill. But the water is polluted. So the Bible said what?
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
It says, and that enemy shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. What? See that, sis? This is Bible prophecy. Moses prophesied this would happen over 2,000 to 3,000 years before it happened.
Right.
You understand, sister? Why? Because Moses knew that the children of Israel would go into captivity for breaking the commandments of God. Does that make sense? Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Now to this day we don't have yokes of iron on our neck. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because now we are mentally destroyed as a people. Right. It's like holding a dog, right? If you walk with a dog behind you for so long, if you let the leash off the dog knows not to walk in front of you. It's the same thing with us today in captivity. We don't even know that we're God's chosen people, that we're above all people on this earth.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now watch what God, let God tell you that you're his chosen people and that you're above all people on earth. Deuteronomy 7:6. We're going to stay in the same book of Deuteronomy. Watch what God tells you. He's talking to you today, sis. I'm nothing but a vessel. That's why I'm reading, thus saith the Lord. So God can talk to you and your grandson who has a biblical name of Isaiah. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
This is God talking to you, sis. He said what?
Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Bible said the Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
your people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God said that you're above all people that are on the face of this earth.
That's
so what
right.
happened to us? Because when you look at us today, we're not above all people. We're below all people. So what happened to us? We made a covenant with God that we would keep his commandments. But what did we do? We broke every commandment that we covenanted with God with.
Right.
And God told us that if we break the commandments, we were going to go into captivity. Deuteronomy 28 verse 43. Watch this. So I just made a statement, sis. I said our people are the greatest people on earth. But when you look at us as a people, we're at the bottom of society. Why are we at the bottom of society? Because we broke the covenant that we had with God. And God told us if we break the covenant that we have with him, this would happen. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So God told us when we came out of Egypt, that what? When we came out of Egypt, we came out of Egypt as the nation that God chose. So it was other nations of people that came out of Egypt with us, sis. So God said the strangers that are with thee, read,
shall get up above thee very high.
so God said, you see these strange nations of people. What's your name, brother? How you doing? What's your name? Christopher, what nation of people you come from? New Mexico. Step back just a little bit. Step back to right here. I want to make sure me and her got eye contact. Read that again.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Now let me ask you a question. Because you said you Mexican.
Yeah.
And you said you American black, right? Do your people live in the best parts of the neighborhood? Do your people live in the best part of the neighborhood? Hold that, go to Jeremiah 50 and verse 33.
Bring it out.
Because you just said what? My people live in the worst parts of the neighborhood. You said what? My people live in the worst part of the neighborhood. Let's see what God prophesied. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
The children of Israel, the northern kingdom of Israel, which is the Hispanic and the Indians, they were considered Israel when we split in First Kings. So it said the children of Israel and who?
The children of Judah.
And the children of Judah, that's you, the blacks,
Were oppressed together.
wait a minute. The Bible says what?
Were oppressed together.
Are your people being oppressed today? You think what? Y'all living good? Y'all living in the worst parts of the neighborhood. But y'all living good. You're supposed to be ruling the earth.
Right.
So how you living good?
Right.
You're being oppressed.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Are your people living in the best place on earth? No, because you're being what? Oppressed. But God already said it would happen because we broke his commandments. You see what I'm saying? That's why we're here today, to bring the commandments back to you so that you can be what? Blessed in the eyesight of God.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation